Well, welcome to Trading Logic Recap, Thursday, May 28th, 2020. Good day today. Really nice day. We had 3 out of 3. What one of we put out to look at 4, but one of them never got to the number that we needed to get to. So we're not really going to count that one. Sorry, it sounds like I'm crawling through a foxhole or something here. Anyway, but yeah, that one never got there, so that one was off the board. It was a nice runner, ABIO. I mean, that thing it ran up really nice, up and down in a pretty wide range all day. And quite honestly, it's probably gonna do more as the day goes on. But anyway, we're gonna talk about the ones that we called out and that got to the number that they were supposed to and what they did. Now, if you got into all 3 of these, you did really well today. And that puts our record at 29, 30, 32, 32 and 4. 32 and 4, folks. You heard that, right? 32 and 4. So if you averaged $100 win or loss on each trade, you would have $3,200 you would have made, and $400 you would have lost. So just extrapolate that any way you want to whatever dollar value you want to apply to that, and you've made a decent amount of money. So to get into it here, we're going to move on to our very first one of the day, which was a real pleasant one to trade. It was quick and easy. Happened around 9:39, and we had called this one out to get into it at 585. Guess where it hit to the penny at 9:39? It hit 585. So if you had your buy order ready and ready to go, and it was in the system, you got bought at 585, and right after that, you could see we had a green candle followed. Yeah, my dog is happy about that trade too. Another green candle that was a little bit of indecision. And then the popper, the one that popped up over VWAP. Now, being a trader, you have to understand that there are indicators, things you have to look for. All right. Now you can see that this thing started out the day red, indecision, little bit of green, red, indecision. Might as well have been a red candle there at 9:36. Red. So everything that showed you was weakness, okay? But it hit the 585. It got up over VWAP. Once it got over VWAP, that's your cue right there to take your profits, because everything else that showed you up until that moment was negative. So take your profits. Take your profits when you can. So 585 to 620. If you got into that one, you were absolutely a happy person. And so I was happy, that's for sure. But that's what we got for PHAS. And now we have another one coming up that I really enjoyed. This one was just so easy. It gave you absolutely no reason to sell it, to get rid of it, to do anything, until it got up there. So we call this one a 257. If you bought in at 257, if you bought it at 257 at the bell, I mean, this thing just ran up and up and up and up and up and up. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. 930, 932, 933, 930, right on up. And it peaked out up at 936, 7, something like that. So it hit that peak, came to the next one to 287, I believe. Then again at 287, right around there. You got to be saying, okay, this is 3 times. There's a big doji, top doji on that green candle. At that, where the one that hit 288, there was a big doji. Then you got a red candle, then another fairly sized top doji on that next green candle. Yeah, this thing it doesn't run, $3 in a day. It generally doesn't do that. It's 20, 30 cents if it's going to make a big move. So your big move was there. It was right there. It was there for you. It was on a platter. Hopefully you took that and got out. And you know what? Quite frankly, even if you waited till it, got down to like VWAP range, you would have been out at like 275 or whatever. So, still would have been a nice little victory there for you. And it's I just love those no-brainer ones, man. It just makes all those fighters, all the hard ones, a lot easier. But what I'd like to do now is get moving on to the next one. Next one, all right, ABIO. ABIO, we were looking for this if it got back to $5.07. This would be one that we would have wanted to jump into with all feet, hands, neck, toes, everything. We wanted in on this if it got to 507. Never quite made it back there. Had a decent day so far. I mean, when it opened up, it flushed, and flushed took a lot of people with it. But then it kind of caught a range here. Range from around 760 area up to about 880, that's a nice range. That's a real nice range. You can make some money in there, as you could see. The first one that happened somewhere around 934, 33, 34. You don't really know that's going to be a range at that point, and then it went up. It did a circuit breaker halt, and then came back down. Circuit breaker halt went up to roughly 880, 875, whatever. There was a spot where it popped over 9, but that was on that circuit breaker release, and then it came down, dropped all the way back down to the 760 number. And that 760 number, if you look at that red candle at about 952, I guess it is, it's got a doji on the bottom of it. All right, that doji, it hit the range from before 760 and popped off of it, which that shows a little bit of strength right there. And look what happened. You got a nice solid green right after that, which matched the high of that red, and then the next one was another solid green, equal dojis on each side. Next one was another solid green. It's a nice little range, and you go from 760 up to 850. Geez, you got 1,000 shares of this thing, you got $900. But that's it. This one I have a feeling. I mean, I capped this out at 10 o'clock because that's ideally what I like to work to is 10. Anyway, I capped it out at 10 o'clock, and I have a feeling that this thing's really gonna roll up there throughout the day. It's one of those stocks that the world is looking at, and everyone is starving for one of these. And I don't know, there's something like 7 bazillion new traders in the market now since Corona. So a lot of people just jumping on board, man. Just jumping on board. They, just go ahead. Let's make it happen. Full speed ahead. But, listen, it's in a range, it's doing its thing, and, I would have liked to have gotten into it, but it never hit my number, so I stick to my plan. And the reason I even put this up here is to show, I could have made a lot of money on this, but it didn't hit my number. So if it doesn't hit my number, my trigger finger just stays itchy. It never actually pulls the trigger. All right. So we're going to move on. We're going to move on to our next one. And this one, God, I love this one. This was great. This one was fun. All right, we called this one out using the Trading Logic scanner and our technical analysis that we do every morning. And we called this one out to open up at to have some interest in the 345 range. And sure enough, it's where it went. 345. I think it got as low as 343 or 341. I think it's 343, but it doesn't really matter. Anyway, if you got in a 345, you got in either on the red candle or the green candle. Either one. Well, actually, two green candles. You could have gotten in a 345. But then you had green, 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 boom, circuit breaker. Now, if you held through the circuit breaker and had nads of steel, you could have got out of this at around 448, which it tapped it once, tapped it twice, tapped it three times, then red candle collapse. So you could have got out of 448. If you got out up at the top of that circuit breaker, I don't know what that closed at, that circuit breaker. Let me see if I could look that up. Yeah, that circuit breaker, the high is 427. So 345 to 427 is pretty nice. Nothing wrong with that at all. But if you went up to, if you got out at say 445. 1,000 shares, $1,000, bing, bang. It's my motto. So anyway, all three of those nice movers, nice winners. Everything just moves so nicely today. And, you can't ask for more. So, final thoughts on the day is that, everything really went well. Everything that we talked about all did their thing, did what they were supposed to do. One right to the penny, the others within 2 or 3 cents, but they all got there, and then they all made a nice move right after they got there, and that is what we talk about. This is the strategy we have figured out. This is the technical analysis that we do to determine these things. When they're going to happen, how they're going to happen. And you know what? We're, whatever I said we are, 20 33 and 4 or 32 and 4. I don't know. I have to go back and look. But I think 32 and 4. That's huge. That is huge. We've been on the air a week ago last Tuesday, and we brought you 32 winning trades and 4 losing trades. And the losers weren't even that bad. They were just small losers, to be honest with you. This is, if you don't sign up for this, if you don't listen to this every day, I don't understand how you ever think you're going to make money in the market, because this is how you're going to make money in the market. Period. It's just this. It's just the way it is. So I just hope that I just hope we can have you coming back day after day, every morning. The list is out at 9:15 a.m. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn. We're everywhere. We're everywhere. We're like the government. We're everywhere. So seriously, but it's important though, and it really is important to like us on all of these different platforms because, you know, different things happen when you get enough likes. There are more things we can do, more things we can bring to you. It just makes a world of difference if you do that. And you know what? There's no reason not to like us because if you know this stuff is gold. It really is. It's gold. And I know that sounds a bit, you know, like I'm tooting a horn here, but you know what? It's true. It's gold. It is gold. So, you know, get in on it. Get in on it. It's important. It really is important. If you want to be a successful trader, we can help you get there. And my advice of the day is protect your account. When I say that, what I mean is what it says here. Take profits a little early and bail out without hesitation when the trade goes the other way. All right? When you just don't hold on for that penny, that nickel, whatever it is, that 2 cents, or that arbitrary number that you put in your head that I know this stock is getting to $9 on the button and it gets up to $8.99, and because you're gonna be just stubborn and wait for that $9 because you can't be wrong, you're gonna end up losing on the trade instead of making on the trade. All right? And if you think to yourself that, you know, oh, I know this trade is a winner, there's no question about it, and you buy it for $3 and then you let it roll down to $1, that's nobody's fault but your own. Nobody's. You have to learn how to read the charts, read the candles, read the technical analysis to know when you should get out of a trade. One of the easiest rules of thumb is 3 reds in a row, just get out. Just get out. You got 2 reds in a row and the third one starts, just get out. Even if it's a loss, get out. Because at that point, maybe you got in a trade at $3, right? You got a red, it drops it down to, I don't know, $2.95. Another red drops it down to $2.90. You see another red coming up. It's at $2.89, $2.88. Get out. Because at the end of that red candle might be $2.60. And what would you rather do? Lose from $2.88, right? Or lose from $2.60? I'll take the $2.88 every day, every single time. And you protect your money, protect your profits, protect your account, and you can trade later on. All right? Same thing going up. Man, I swear I see so many people, and I used to be guilty of this myself, but I see so many people do that. They're going to hold it, they're going to hold it, they're going to hold it, and over a couple of cents, they lose hundreds or thousands of dollars. It's insane. You know, if you're, let's say, in a range trade, for instance, and you see this range trade 3 times is tapped $3.75 at the top, okay, at the resistance. And you're trading the range trade from the support to resistance, okay? So you get in support and it gets up to resistance. And what did I say? 375 was the resistance number, our imaginary number. And you want to make some money. Don't set your sell order entry at 375. Set it at like 373 or 372. This way your chances of getting getting out of it with a nice profit are way better than 375. Because a lot of times at range trading that'll happen. It'll very slowly start to, the numbers will start to squeeze a little, so you don't quite reach them. You're almost there. If you glance at the chart, you'd look like you were there. But penny, like to say baseball is a game of inches. Well, so is stock trading. So, but that's it. I mean, that's my advice of the day. And like I say, don't forget, please don't forget to like us, love us, cheer us on, whatever you want to do on all these different social media sites. All right. I'm starting to forget which ones we have. There's so many of them. But anyway, just please do that. I hope you got in on these trades that we put out there today. I really, truly do. You have a great day. And let's look forward to doing this again tomorrow, which is Friday. Fridays are always a fun day in the market because there's a lot of turmoil goes on Fridays, a lot of panic, and a lot of times that helps us. It's important for us. All right. So have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.